Hey everybody, this is SFX Big Ant along with Death Vanquished,
Hello.
and today we're going to review Duke Nukem, the Manhattan Project, which is the new Duke Nukem game available on the Microsoft marketplace there for 800 Microsoft points. This game is going to be a little different for fans of the series. It's not a first-person shooter like you're probably expecting it to be. I don't know. I guess the best way to describe it would be it's kind of a action platforming game, kind of.
Well, think of Metroid, Castlevania, or no, because those games are actually good.
Yeah, that's the difference there, I think. I mean, for me, it just doesn't work for Duke Nukem. When you think Duke Nukem, you don't think platforming and side scrolling.
I don't know. It's just think of like Mario. Has like let's think that Nintendo made a Mario game, okay, where you have to run across, but it's not just straight platforming, cool, jump on Goomba's head stuff. No, you have to save a princess, and you have to find a flag to wave up that flagpole at the end.
Yeah, actually, you have to find three princesses in each level, I guess, so to speak, because there's three babes to be found in each level, and I think
Yeah,
you actually have to find them before the level will actually end. I believe,
yeah.
and
Yeah, that's what it seems like. Is that you are forced? Like when I saved the first babe, it said, "Oh, make sure you save each babe from the bomb to continue on." It's like, what?
yeah, it really doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I mean, I will say, let's start off with what I do like about the game. It's Duke Nukem, and that's about the extent of what I like about this game. Moving on past that, let's talk about what I didn't like about the game. The controls are horrible. Absolutely just horrible controls, even for a 2D side scrolling platforming game. Now, I know you and I both agree that not being able to see what's below you in the game was incredibly annoying. Because there were numerous times where the game may want you to jump off a high platform, but you can't tell what's below there. So sometimes you'll take a leap of faith and you'll land on something the game wants you to land on, and then sometimes you won't, and there's no way of knowing what's below you. So I thought that was kind of annoying.
Um, yeah, but like a simple map probably would have alleviated that problem, but of course not. But they don't have it. Um, I don't know. What really bothered me was the melee, and also you can't shoot diagonal.
Yeah, and that's like you just pointed out, you can't shoot diagonal, but yet there are certain enemies that will attack you from a diagonal angle. And you're kind of defenseless against them. You're just forced to kind of like run away and wait to get a better angle on them. and
Those
and that
damn
was
cameras.
yeah, exactly, those camera enemies, which are incredibly annoying. And another thing that just absolutely annoyed the hell out of me in the game were the pipe bombs and just how goofy it was to try to use pipe bombs. Like, for instance, you can't crouch and throw a pipe bomb at the same time. When you crouch and hit the Y button to throw a pipe bomb, you just place it at your feet. And I know that you and I both ran into a problem where you would try to throw a pipe bomb and quickly run away from it. And in the process of doing that, you just turn around and throw it the other direction. You know?
Right, right. You hit Y, and then like looking in. Let's say you hit Y looking left, and then you look right to move away from the, of course, impending explosion,
Of
and all of a
course.
sudden he just throws the pipe bomb in front of him. It's like there's such a weird delay in that
It's
action.
very goofy with the pipe bombs, and I don't like that you have to hit the button again to detonate the pipe bomb. Even doing that was kind of goofy. Just the pipe bombs altogether felt just wrong, in
Yeah, and
their
then you
whole
have to hold down the
depiction.
Y button to throw more.
Yeah, it was incredibly goofy. I mean, I didn't care for it one bit, to be honest. And another thing that I really didn't like about the game was just the overall gameplay itself. I mean, the game honestly just plays. I felt like platforming was more important in the game than shooting pig cops in the face, which was a disappointment to me because I mean, this is Duke Nukem. He lives to shoot pig cops in the face and kick them, and it just felt to me like you're going to focus more on platforming, going here, finding the blue key, and then going to find the blue door to open it. And because it's a linear left to right kind of gameplay, I felt like it was repeating itself over and over again. I would move forward, I would find a blue door, can't open it yet, keep going forward, find a blue key, and now backtrack to open that door.
Yep.
And it just felt like that recipe was just repeated like over and over again
What's
throughout the
funny
whole
is that
game.
Duke Nukem makes fun of that recipe. Like when you try to open a
Yeah,
key.
exactly. He's like, I'm gonna go kill these people who keep making me look for these key cards, and it's like, it was funny like the first time, but by like the third level, it's like, okay, this recipe is just repeating itself for, it's just becoming extremely boring gameplay. Yeah,
It's seriously insulting because it's like you guys know that you're making fun of exactly what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it really made just no sense whatsoever, and it became incredibly frustrating real quick. And without a doubt, if there was one thing that just absolutely killed the game for me, made me set the controller down and just walk away, was the ammo in the game, which makes absolutely no sense in the way it's implemented. In the fact that you get multiple guns in this game, just like you would expect from any Duke Nukem game. There's multiple
Pistol,
guns to be
shot, yeah, pistol, shotgun, assault
machine guns, of
rifle.
course, there's tons of them. But what makes absolutely no sense is the fact that they all take the same ammo. And what I mean by that is if you're running around with a machine gun and you run out of ammo, it's not like other Duke Nukem games. You're not going to go and pull out your pistol instead or your shotgun instead. No, you've run out of ammo for all of your weapons, which makes no sense. If I'm using my machine gun and I run out of ammo of that, I expect to be able to pull out my shotgun, use that,
Oh
and
no!
then go ahead.
Oh wait! You still have your pipe bombs.
Which or yeah, no, I pretended like they didn't even exist in the game, to be honest. And the ammo thing became really frustrating during like boss battles. You know, you're fighting these bosses and you're unloading on these guys, and then you run out of ammo. And then it's like, oh yeah, now I can't pull out my pistol, I can't pull out my shotgun, I can't pull out any of my other weapons because I used it up with one weapon, which made no sense, you know. And so then you're just forced running around defending yourself until the game gives you more ammo, and it's just not a good recipe for, especially for a boss battle. It really
Yeah.
made no sense. It just made the game really frustrating to play. I mean, for once, it was a Duke Nukem game that I just had no desire whatsoever to see through to the end. And another thing that blew me away was just how horrible the graphics were in this game. I mean, yeah, of course, I understand it's an old game, it's a ported game, but man, it just looks really,
It
really outdated. Like, I almost felt
well,
like the original port of the first Duke Nukem game looked better.
well, yeah. It's like they didn't even try to um, really do anything, update anything. I don't care if you want to, preserve the
The
um,
integrity of it and stuff like that, sure, I get it, but man, and if they did actually try to make this game look better, it doesn't show at all.
no, it doesn't. It doesn't show at all.
So, I mean, overall, it was a really disappointing experience for me. You know, I spent 800 points for it, and I felt like I could have easily spent those 800 points better someplace else. So, I mean, for me, the game is an absolute pass. Go spend your points on a premium theme or something, whatever floats your boat, but I definitely wouldn't recommend spending it on this.
Yeah, I would actually recommend you spending 800 Microsoft points on two lightsabers than this.
Oh, good idea. And I think there's a new Viva Pinata theme, actually. Well, that's it, you guys. That's our review for Duke Nukem: The Manhattan Project. I think it gets an unanimous thumbs down from the both of us here.
Oh, yeah.
So definitely pass that up.